They call it the Temple of Speed, and the pilgrims have come to worship. It's all about the speed today. Qualifying awaits us. Welcome to Monza for the Italian Grand Prix.
Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
And we've been pushed down to P20. Okay, so as for the cars around us, just ahead are, okay, so the current fastest lap, 1 minute 17.5. Schumacher, Russell and Piastri. And we're in front of Senna, Antonelli and Hulkenberg. Okay, some information. We've lost oil pressure. Looks like a leak somewhere in the system. We're on standby for the time being until we can patch it up, I'm afraid. Okay, I'm afraid we've been pushed down to P16. Here's a quick position rundown for you. The top 5 are the fastest lap at the moment, 1:16.5. Leclerc, Schumacher, Piastri, Albon and Senna. Three minutes to go. Here are the top 5 cars as things stand. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1 minute 16.4. Leclerc, Russell, Schumacher, Piastri and Albon.
lads.
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix. Welcome to the home of the Parabolica, now known as the Curva Alboreto in tribute to the Italian motorsport legend Michele Alboreto. It's a long right-hander. It dares you to keep your foot as far down on the throttle as you possibly can. It's one of the great corners on the calendar, and we're here at Monza, ahead of the Italian Grand Prix. With top speeds up to 215 and an average lap speed of around 155 miles per hour, Monza's reputation as one of the fastest circuits in the sport is well earned. We have 11 corners on this 3.6-mile track, with the best overtaking chance coming into the heavy braking zone of the Turn 1 chicane. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Michael Schumacher, Piastri, Ayrton Senna and Albon, Ocon, Verstappen, Behrman and Yuki Tsunoda, Hakkinen, Antonelli, Isaac Hadjar and Bortoletto, Hülkenberg, Hamilton, Paul Aaron and Franco Colapinto, Tremnitz, O'Sullivan, Doohan and Pierre Gasly picks up the final grid slot. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me here today in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. So here we are at Monza, Temple of Speed, lovely long straights, and well, that's it. It's easy, isn't it?
It's a little bit harder than that, Crofty, than you make out. I mean, yes, you do have those long straights, but it's linked by very tight, tricky corners. Big emphasis on braking zones around here as well, particularly into turn 1. You decelerate at the 150-meter board down to the 50-meter board, and you'll scrub off easily over 150 miles an hour. So yeah, it puts a lot of G-force on the drivers' bodies as they decelerate, and obviously it throws up a big overtaking opportunity as well come race day.
Radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, so we didn't have the performance in qualifying this weekend, but considering last race, we might still be able to get a points finish. Okay, good parking there, mate. Now we need to make sure we get a great launch as the race starts. now use DRS. DRS now available. Okay, good work. Great pass. P10, you're currently in P10. Okay, gap to leader, 6.0 seconds. Verstappen's ahead of you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh mediums. That's Behrman behind you. They're on fresh mediums. Your pit window will open in 14 laps time. And 26 laps to go now. You're in the top 10 now, keep it up. We're currently sat in 6th. The distance to the leader, 8.8 seconds. Okay, Senna's ahead of you. Less than a second separates you. They're on old mediums. Ocon's behind you. They're on old mediums. Pit window opens in 12 laps time. 12 laps. 24 laps to go. P6, you got P6. Okay, so gap to the leader, 9.4 seconds. Senna ahead. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. They're on old mediums. You've got 11 laps until your pit window opens, and that's 23 laps to go. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap. Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Alexander's coming in for his stop now. Okay, you've got P3, well done. Our gap to first place, 16.0 seconds. Schumacher's ahead of you now. Okay, gap to the car in front, 11.4 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Okay, Russell's behind you now. Okay, they're on fresh hards. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. All right, 16 laps to go. Safety car in this lap, safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags. Gap to your teammate behind, 3.5 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. They're in 14th place. Time last lap, 1 minute 50.6. Green flag. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled. Come on, you can win that place back. You're in first position, front of the pack. That's Schumacher behind you. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Your pit window's now open. Pit window is open. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. Okay, the underbody's taken some damage. You might start to notice it soon. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Schumacher behind. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Your pit window's now open. Pit window is open. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. Oh, you worked hard for that one. Congratulations. Well done.
Still got it.
And as we've said so many times in the past, the checkered flag is out for our winner, Lewis Hamilton.
They had to be decisive with their overtaking today as they worked their way through the field. And those kind of race victories are so enjoyable because it's not just like winning from the front. They really had to work for it today.
It's time to bring out the bubbly and spray it around. It's our podium celebrations. It's a familiar sight in Formula One, and here it is once again. Lewis Hamilton, with the trophy held high, celebrating a masterful victory. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Hey boss, what do you make of this? Great news. They've accepted that contract and signed on the dotted line. We should celebrate. And make sure we figure out how to stop any leaks about it. Nice work getting this one over the line. Just got the latest on that situation, boss.
Have you got a moment? Need your input.
Chief, I must remind you that we have parts fully researched that are waiting for development. Let's get that performance on the car.
Can I borrow you for a moment, boss?
Good news on this one, boss.
Hey, Chief, we've got multiple parts out of research. Don't forget to develop them. We've got performance sitting on the table that we could be getting into the car.